meteor explosion. That's what the National Weather Service believes was likely behind a loud boom New Year's morning that left many wondering what happened.
People heard their windows rattle and felt their walls shake as the boom echoed across the sky.
And yes, you heard correct, my friends. Allegheny County, the home of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is the newest location for the most recent meteor explosion. Not only was this picked up on our satellite imagery, but doorbell cameras all over that area picked up the massive explosion and the concussion felt by hundreds of people. Keep in mind, this is all taking place while NASA is testing our Earth defense system by sending a DART rocket to change the path of an asteroid. Oh, and did I mention we were just told about an asteroid bigger than the Empire State Building set to pass Earth in just days? And that's what they're calling it, a meteor explosion over Pennsylvania. Welcome back, my friends. It is January 2nd, 2022, 12:12 p.m. And for those of you that live in Southwest Pennsylvania, and for those of you that were up by noon after a New Year's Eve, you had quite the surprise over your heads. Although technically not confirmed to be a meteor just yet, it is safe to say that this was in fact a meteor exploding over the skies of Pennsylvania. And I got some audio for you. We can actually hear this taking place. Here we go. That noise being picked up by a doorbell cam within the area where that meteor exploded. Now, let's go over some details for this, as if we don't have enough going on in space weather right now. A loud boom that shook the South Hills and other parts of the region on Saturday morning, described by residents across Allegheny County as strong enough to rattle their houses. Now, although there is no confirmation that this was actually a meteor, it is pretty certain that's exactly what took place. It is being seen on satellites, and not to mention from one of the professionals themselves. Take a listen to this.
There's an asteroid in our solar system that's responsible for that. And when Earth passes through the debris field shed by that asteroid, we have lots of meteors coming into our atmosphere.
And I very much agree with that. That coming out of KDKA2 CBS Pittsburgh. I'll leave the link to this article in the description. And if any of you have been following my channel for any extent of time, we've been constantly talking about the uptick in not just meteor sightings, but the sonic booms, and now all this asteroid talk. The movie Don't Look Up, NASA heading to space to test our Earth defense systems, all of this stuff happening at the same time, the Christmas comet returning after 80,000 years, and after hearing about the tail of an asteroid which is causing these meteors, we get an article released to us talking about an asteroid the size of the Empire State Building to pass Earth next week. Now let me be clear, this asteroid is going to be pretty far away and not at risk of having an impact on Earth, but we need to understand that they come with friends. Meteor showers in many cases are the direct result of Earth passing through the tail end of an asteroid. You are looking at the American Meteor Society website, and the reason there's not a lot of reports on here is because this is a visual website meant for people who see meteors. They come on and then report them. So we have one report here, more than likely just heard by this person because it was overcast, it was cloudy. They ruled out thunder, they ruled out any sort of seismic activity, basically only leaving one option, and that option just happens to tie into so many different things going on above our heads right now. Within the last 2 months, not only did we get the trailer for the movie Don't Look Up, but we also watched the launch of the NASA DART mission, which supposedly is to test our Earth defense systems against an asteroid that would be heading towards us. Take a look at this article from November 23rd, how Earth might be saved if an asteroid was headed straight for us. This theme has continued for the last 2 months now, all of which taking place between the week of Thanksgiving and now New Year's. You guys know I'm very big into making connections when it comes to our weather here on Earth, or space weather, and then the news as a whole. It's very hard to ignore some of these things. As you can see on your screen here, Volcano Discovery picked up this meteor explosion as an unconfirmed quake or seismic-like event. This happens often. We've been on this website many times to talk about the northeast meteor uptick. Not only that, but it seems like so much is going on that we're beginning to forget some of these things. This was back in November, I believe the first week in November, even before the entire Don't Look Up and DART mission was being talked about, or around the same time. Take a look at this. An asteroid barely misses Earth last week, and nobody knew it was coming. This was the situation where the asteroid came from behind the sun and was almost blocked by the brightness of the sun and the fact that we don't have cameras looking in that direction. Here is a snapshot from a few weeks ago where a mix of earthquakes and meteor sonic booms basically circled the entire northeast, beginning at the New Madrid fault line, stretching all the way up through Canada. And this wasn't the only time this happened. About a week and a half later, in one day, all of these seismic events took place, some of them also being meteor sonic booms once again. and once again circling the upper northeast. The reason I'm bringing this up is because this meteor boom was felt in Pittsburgh, right here. It would fall within this target zone that we've been talking about for months now. I would very much love to hear your thoughts down below of what you think might be going on based on all these events happening around the same time, being intertwined with each other. Even a Hollywood movie, surprise, surprise, is somehow involved in what's going on in our real lives.